What's up, guys? We're back. Today we have quads. It's a Monday, week's just starting. I like to get quads out of the way for the rest of the week because all the other body parts are better to hit. So all the other muscle groups I like a little bit more. But I don't hate legs. I've always hit legs every week. But yeah, I was gonna mention something real quick. Gotta finish this pre, and this is coming up as one of the better flavors. Rise Godzilla. I could pop it up on the screen right here. It's the pineapple passion fruit flavor. It gets the job done. It tastes good. It goes down easy. That's all you need for pre. It's ridiculous. I'm actually on top of my meals. Like, I've meal prepped like crazy these last couple weeks. And I know you're supposed to be on top of it like the moment you start your prep, but I'm doing a 2-year-long prep. So it's really not, it's not a legit bodybuilding prep because you're supposed to prep like 9 to 10 weeks out, but I'm still focusing on dialing in on the diet, dialing in on the training, seeing as much progress of a lean muscle mass gain that is possible for my body type, for my physique, and that's what the coach wants best for me. And it's working. And honestly, I think I'm seeing some, it's gonna take time, but I'm seeing some progress, and that's all that counts. I'm eating the meals. I'm really dialed in on that. It's been getting easier to eat. That's another big thing. When you're bulking or when you're in a surplus, for me personally, growing up, I was a skinny kid. I never really got the luxury of being able to eat a lot of food real fast. I always had a small stomach. I could never put down huge meals, Now I'm eating more and more, and now it's just easier. Just put the rice, put the meat, boom, heat it up, put one of your favorite sauce. Kicked on a spicy ranch right now, I think. Goes really well with chicken and fish. But that's all it takes. And then you're eating it, and then next thing you know, it's gone. And it's getting easier, the stomach's growing, body wants the food. I think the other day I had a cheat meal, so meal 6 of the day, I have 6 meals. Meal 6 every 2 times a week is a burger and fry. So I've been going to get burger and fries on meal 6. It just feels like I'm eating a lot of food, but at the end of the day, like, it's worth it when you wake up and you feel full. Because the worst feeling on a bulk or on a surplus is when you just can't get the food in throughout the day. There's so many hours in the day, you just can't get the food in. The worst is waking up and you feel dry, light. Like, you never ever want to feel light. Feeling light has to be one of the worst things on a bulk. I mean, on a cut, it's a different story. You want to feel lighter. You don't want to feel heavy. You don't want to look full. But man, I'm glad that I switched from looking at the scale almost every single day to actually checking in fasted every Saturday morning, so once a week. It helps with my mental side of things and not always comparing myself to yesterday, because that is an uneven mark. It's an uneven comparison, because if I'm gonna eat a cheat meal on one day and measure myself that night or the morning after, and then measure myself the morning after on the next day when I don't get that, I'm gonna be a little lighter. Just naturally, I'm gonna be a little lighter. And I could also intake less water or more water certain days, and that could reflect on the weight scale. So, once a week, balances out. Every 7 days, you weigh yourself again, you take progress photos and everything, and it's a good system for sure. So yeah, everything's going well. I think this is week 7. Coach has me on the same diet, same split. This is like week 4 of that diet and split. So pretty much the same stuff. These videos are, like I said, they're a documentary. They're not supposed to be crazy viral clips of me getting famous or anything, because I'm not looking for that. This is sort of for me to look back and be like, oh, okay, he was hitting this on this. So there's gonna be a lot of repetitive days. There's gonna be so many quad days, so many, and they're not as exciting as like a chest day or an arm day where you're really getting that upper body pump with the lighting and everything. But I think it's gonna be a good thing in 2 years to look back on some of these early leg days and realize, like, oh shit, my legs have gotten significantly bigger. And I think that's a good way to gauge yourself on your progress. So, and that's all this video is. It's to get my name out there. It's to get the progress out there. It's to get the documentation for me, for my bodybuilding journey. and for you guys to come along and watch it happen, because it's happening in real time. And you know, I don't like to like lie about certain, like my physique, you know. I don't like to edit my photos that much. I don't like to do things that really show a fake version of me, when the real version of me is like right here, right now in this video, and this is as real as it gets. You know, you see me in the gym and I'm working my ass off and I'm sweaty, I pose, the lighting might help it look a little bit better, but I still put the work in. I'm not on any enhancing drugs, so it's not like I'm, you know, taking that route. It's just, you know, whatever. You could say recovery and muscle mass gain and hormone increase and hormone adjustments, like those help along the way and make it a little easier, but you still can't take steroids or enhancing drugs and then go and slack off in the gym. You gotta go 110% in the gym, and I go 110% every time. So it should be a simple factor of, hey, how far can I push the natural spectrum of my physique? How far can I do, how far can I bring natty bodybuilding? You know, this is like my first real couple months of me doing this. I can't imagine what the system will be like in 10 years. I can't imagine what the system will be like in 15 years. When I'm at my peak muscle maturity, when I'm at my peak age, when I'm doing the most I can, when I built my brand, when I have my name, it's gonna get legit, and it's gonna get legit fast, I think. But these first couple of years are gonna be rough, and that's part of the process, you know? I think that's all I gotta say. Pre's basically done. I know that was a long session, but I know like viewers, you guys appreciate those talks because they're very relatable, and I want to be relatable. I want you to know who I am as a person when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get inside. I'll catch y'all maybe after the first warm up or so on the working set. All right, we're back. We're doing working sets right now. This is the last set of my first exercise superset. So we have a leg press with hack squat, so really focusing on controlled reps. You know, nothing crazy, nothing extreme, but you're still trying to push towards failure, if not at failure. Been adjusting the weight so that it becomes a little bit more difficult the farther I go. But I really do like this vertical leg press. I tried it back home, and it actually is good. And I wanted to try it here last year, but I didn't have a chance. But this is a really smooth machine. And then we'll flip over a superset. Right behind the camera is the hack squat. So been doing 2-minute increments of time in between sets. I feel like that's good enough for me. My legs are pumped, which is good. Only on to the second exercise. Yeah, today's a good day. Have the energy. Now I just got to exert the force. Immediately going into the hack squat, really focusing on the contraction here at the bottom. Got about 4 seconds, and then explode up to the top. Got 7 reps here. 7. That's how you do it. I'll catch you on the next exercise. All right, so we're back. This is another superset. Squats, pyramid squats with leg extensions over here. So we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 12, 11, 10, 9. This is the ninth rep set, and we'll finish it off strong. So. Got 25 here. 2, 3, 4, 12, 13, 22, 23, 24. Yep. Catch you on the next exercise. You know, honestly, today's been a really good leg day, not gonna lie. Really feeling the connection, really got the good, again, I think like eating your food throughout the day is so important that people don't understand and realize that if you're not fed correctly and if you don't have the energy to exert the force you want to in the gym to build muscle, you're wasting your time. The gains aren't made in the gym, they're made outside the gym in the kitchen. Sure, a third of it has an effect on how you train, but even if you were to eat like great, you know, meet your macros, and you came in here and gave it 50%, you're still gonna make more gains than the person giving 110% and doing 50% of their diet when it comes to value of macros. So I wouldn't really blame that on them, but if you're looking to make gains, I'm telling you, macros are where it's at. So this is a 3x7, 5-second negatives. It's a ballerina squat, which basically means that your toes are gonna be pointed outwards, and you're gonna go down slow and really exert the force out of the quads. I like this movement on the Smith machine because I like to control the bar when I do these ballerina squats to really break down the muscles in the quads and really burn them. So we're gonna go ahead and hit 7 here. Yep, that's how you do it. It's so hard to get a pumped quad photo because the quad just does not want to flex when it's pumped, but trust me, they're feeling good, they're feeling like a good workout. So we're gonna hit leg press, hit a little bit of abductors, pose a little bit, and then go home and slam some protein. All right, boys, I'll see you in the next video.